warmed up, I'd like to present to you my game, Musical Tower Defense. My name is Orlando McBride, a student at University of Advancing Technology in the program Game Design in class SIP 311. Our innovation claim is this rhythm-based tower defense game allows players to create original music through gameplay. By combining various musical elements, players are able to strategically control how each tower performs, offering a new take on an aging genre. Now, with our initial prototype, we are going to be doing a very basic version of this, but our eventual goal is to have all 8 musical elements. For this prototype, we will be focusing on the harmony of notes. So for this technical field, it's going to involve the technical field of game design. And for the inspiration, growing up, I was always in music classes. Though I played the drums, I could hear the notes being played and listen to the trumpets, playing with the violins, playing with the piano. And I always thought it was really cool to hear and listen to. I also really loved tower defense games, and I thought it would be a great way to combine the two and also maybe help out some people learn a bit. So, what we're doing, we're creating music through gameplay. And it sounds kind of weird, especially from a tower defense, but what we're looking to do is have your tower set up and be able to choose notes between what the tower is going to play. Now, when notes are in a tower's lane, they will only attack or play their note. Now the trick here and the strategy that's going to come in, and it's different than any other tower defense game, is that you can't just set it and leave it. You have to constantly watching your towers, constantly watching where the music is, where the notes are going to be played next, keeping up to it. It's a lot to understand. Let me just kind of give you a bit of an overview. So, right here we've set up our tower. Right? It's a C note. It's going to play C because it has an enemy in its lane. Not too bad. Unfortunately, we weren't able to defeat our enemy, so it's going to move on. Now, when there's no enemy being played, we will hear a metronome sound. So, it moves on to the next space. And we see that the enemy's there. We missed it, so we're going to go ahead and place down another tower. Now in our hurry, we place down a D note in this tower because we got to be ready, and we see that another note's coming up for C. Let's see how those two interact. Ooh, that did not sound good together. What would have happened if we had changed that D note and instead used a G note? Let's find out. That sounds better together. This is the concept of the game. And as we defeat the enemies, we move on. So, that's what we're trying to accomplish. Being able to notice the harmonies between towers, keeping it together, and going on. Now, who would find interest in this? Well, as you can see, during the school day, only 51% of all students in America don't participate in music education, and 8% of all students don't even have access to music education. That means 59% of all students don't participate or engage in music. This tower defense game is going to target them, because who loves playing games? Students. Yeah, it's in class, but it's alright. These students will be playing the games. They'll not even be realizing that they're learning music theory. And they're just going to be having a good time, trying to keep up, maybe even dropping some sick beats as they go around. But that's who we're focusing on. Now, there are some games out there that are similar. We've got games like Tower Beats Rhythm Defense, Rhythm Towers, or, if you're looking into the beat aspect of it all, Crypt of the Necrodancer. Now, all of these games are great, and they have wonderful aspects. What they don't do is focus on the music part. They give you previously made soundtracks, and when you place your towers, just add on to that soundtrack. Or, in the case of Crypt of the Necrodancer, you just are listening to the music and you're just trying to keep up to the beat. What we're going to be doing is different. We won't be having a soundtrack at all. In fact, if a tower isn't playing a note, all the players will hear is the metronome sound. So, you gotta play a tower, you gotta make the music, and you gotta keep track of everything going on. So, in conclusion, my name is Orlando McBride. I'm part of the game design degree, and this rhythm-based tower defense game allows players to create original music through gameplay. By combining various musical elements, players are able to strategically control how each tower performs, offering a new take on an aging genre. Thank you.